Hey guys and gals, what's up? I'm doing an audio podcast talk again, and this time, before I start talking about the Day of the Dead from 2008, um, I just want to give an announcement. I am coming back doing green screen work officially. I'm getting my room painted, so I'm like, you know what? What the fuck? I bought the green screen paint, bears, which is Boston apple, eggshell finish interior. So that was the best paint for green screen work. I'm having great reviews for it. So I ordered 2 gallons of it. So hopefully, definitely not this week, but mostly next week I should be going back to green screen. I doubt mostly I will get the gallon next week. So I'll be able to get my room painted. And I said it's something I always wanted to do. I kind of like, and my room needs to be bright and it can't be dark or plain white. It's just getting like I feel like I'm in a mental asylum. Like I'm already am in a mental asylum anyway. But you know what I mean. but still, yeah, this neon green color will brighten up the place. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, read the title. I will be talking about Day of the Dead from 2008. Now, I consider this movie, I don't know, to be a remake of the original Day of the Dead. Then, if you haven't heard, I think this year or next year they be making Day of the Dead again, but this time it's gonna be more faithful like the movie, and it's gonna be have more Bud in it. I think the zombie with the gun, the iconic zombie character from Day of the Dead, I think his name was Bud. Now let me explain my experience with the Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead, the original Day of the Dead. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was not a fan of it. I mean, it was alright to me, but I wasn't a fan of it. Now, this Day of the Dead from 2008. Um, I don't know if I could count it as a remake. After seeing this is the second time I'm seeing this movie. The first time I've seen it, I count it as a remake because it has Day of the Dead, it has Joe Romero's label on it, you know. Because this movie really not did not take place in a bunker like most of the movie, like the original did. You know what I'm saying? If you see the original, it takes place in the bunker most of the time. This movie does not take place in the bunker until towards the end of the fucking movie. You know. And when I saw it the second time, I realized, you know what? It was kind of underrated when you think about it. It had good points in this movie. Because Mina Saveri, she was this hot blonde chick that was mostly popular in I think it was American Beauty or something. It was this movie with Kevin Spacey, I think. And then she became more popular when she did the American Pie movie, when she plays like this virgin type of girl, you know. And the jock was trying to get with her. She was like saying chorus. That Mina Saveri from American Pie. But she's pretty badass in this fucking movie, guys. I mean, when I see this movie the second time, I realize, wow, how unappreciated I was of this movie from the first time. I mean, maybe I should appreciate it more. Nick Cannon wasn't bad either. He was also in this movie. You know, it's pretty much this. Let me just fast forward. This movie's about this military girl. Her hometown is being affected by the zombie virus being released. She's trying to find out what's going on with the help of another military soldier. And then the viruses start getting out of hand when they start going to the hospital. All the zombies start freezing up for a moment, and then the virus start taking effect. And all the zombies start acting crazy, like 28 days later crazy. But it was pretty good though. I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty good in my opinion. This movie was definitely bloody and gory. It was like ripping flesh and everything. And I don't know if this movie was a prequel to the Bud character, or like doing their own take. I believe this is their own take of Day of the Dead, and I would probably say that they did make this Day of the Dead their own movie. You know, kind of like the Dawn of the Dead remake. They kind of like make it their own movie. You know, but Dawn of the Dead remake kind of did it 10 times more better than Day of the Dead from 2008. Because remember, this movie went straight to DVD. It went straight to the home market. This one did not went to the movie theaters. I believe it had more of a movie theater money. Maybe it would have done a little bit more, you know. But anyway, wait, hold up. I'm trying to think of something. I think if I'm correct, Ving Rhames was in Dawn of the Dead, and you know what's funny? Ving Rhames, I think he was in Day of the Dead also. Should I Google it? I mean, maybe I should Google. You know, I'm not gonna Google it. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, Ving Rhames. Yeah, he was in both the Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. Oh shit. If I'm wrong, I apologize. You know, but he died quick in this fucking movie anyway. Once he was in the hospital, he died already. Fuck it, zombie Ving Rhames. But I thought the zombie attacks was pretty good. How the humans trying to survive, you know, and it was mostly this movie takes place on top of the town. You know, like I say, like trying to survive against zombies. Mia Savini's character with some of the survivors, they escape the hospital while all the zombies killing people over the place. They went to the radio station. She had to stay with her brother and her brother's girlfriend from the radio station, fighting more zombies. And one of the survivors ended up being bit by the zombies, but he kind of formed some kind of low intelligence, while he was still zombified, And then when he gets to the third act, I would say maybe the fourth act, which this one towards the end, they end up going to the bunker. They start finding out there's a science research lab, which dealt with the virus in that research lab in that bunker, and you realize the virus was spreading, was going out of control, and they start battling the zombies in the bunker. Few survivor deaths, of course. I won't spoil it for you. Um, and of course, they kind of battles the zombies with If you saw the remember before it was Jason with the pipe, yeah, they kind of use the pipes, the air pipes, those air tank type of thing to battle the zombies and blow up the bunker. It's not a spoiler. This one was a 2008 movie. Now, come on, it's pretty old now. Day of the Dead, 2008. I would say it's a remake, but they made it their own movie. And it's not 100% like copying off of the original Day of the Dead. Now, there is another remake coming up next year. I think, like I said, I think next year. And I saw like pictures from it from BloodyDisgusting.com. I think when they show you Bud, like the updated version of Bud. And I think that's the name of the zombie. You know what? Let me go to IMDb. I really don't want to, but because when I do YouTube videos, I like to freestyle. I like to freestyle, man. I'm a DJ. IMDb. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to IMDb right now. The poster work for Day of the Dead is horrible. They're like these two poster works I did not like with the three faces, the blood veins behind the back, and there's one when I think his name is, hold on, let me find him. Is it Bud? Yeah, his name was Bud, and I'm gonna see for the original Day of the Dead. Yeah, anyway, the poster work, the one I pick for this review, I think this is the best poster work for Day of the Dead in 2008, and the movie got a 4.5 rating in IMDb, and I'm gonna take a guess, maybe Rotten Tomato probably give it low reviews. Anyway, going to Day of the Dead, the original, which came out in 1985. I don't know why I wasn't so much a fan of this. It had a 7.2 rating for the original Day of the Dead, and oh wait a minute, show me how I would play Bub. So Day of the Dead is Bub, that zombie, and in Day of the Dead 2008 they call him Bud. But you know what? The thing with the Day of the Dead, I'm not sure that this Bub died. I'm not. It was actually been a long time since this 1985 version. But in 2008, that Bud, he died. He was protecting the girl too, by the way, while he was zombified from the other zombies. So he still had some kind of like I said, he still had intelligence left. And of course, it's getting a lot of high star reviews though. Old school horror. But anyway, I say Day of the Dead from 2008 with Mila Savini and Nick Cannon. I say check it out and give it a chance. I mean, you might like it. Doesn't have replay value. I guess if you haven't seen it for a long time, it might have replay value. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.